This is Dr. Paraskevi Karachle, a main researcher at the Hellenic Center for Marine Research in Athens. She has researched interests in fish systematics and distribution, invasive species, fish biology and ecomorphology, and the feeding ecology of fish. And she has been involved in more than 30 national and international scientific projects. In other words, she knows her stuff when it comes to fish and animals that have found themselves in the wrong places.
And luckily for us, she has agreed to chat with us today about marine invasive species. Thank you very much for your time. We are very excited to meet you and are looking forward to learn more about this topic. The other day, we were snorkeling on the Agia Marina shipwreck, and we were so excited to see a lionfish until our mama told us that they are an invasive species here.
What is a marine invasive species and why are they bad for the marine environment?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for the invitation. I'm really excited and I'm really happy that you were lucky to spot something new and something different. Before telling you what's an invasive species, I have to tell you what is an alien species, because that's where it all starts from. So an alien species is a species that comes into a new environment where it's not native there. And it comes there as a result of human activity. Some of these alien species have the potentiality of being invasive. So what do we mean by saying invasive? We mean that they alter the ecosystem that they have invaded and affect other organisms around them.
Okay.
How do invasive species get in the Mediterranean Sea?
Okay, when it comes to alien species, we have several pathways. The most common one is through the Suez Canal. So I guess you know the Suez Canal. It was opened in the 1800s something, and it is a pathway for ships, but also for organisms from the Red Sea into the Mediterranean. This is the major pathway for alien species from in the Eastern Mediterranean. Another way would be ships. And there we have hitchhikers, and we have the ballast waters. So every ship has an area in the bottom where they put water from one place when the ship has no cargo in it, and empties the water when it reaches to a port where it loads cargo. So it's a matter of stability for the ship. In that water, there might be a possibility that an alien species exists. And when the water is discharged into another area, then this organism is being transferred. For example, imagine a ship traveling from Australia to Athens, Greece, with water in it. There is a high possibility that there would be something there. Another way with ships would be organisms that are attached to areas. For example, the bottom of the ship, we have algae, we have worms, we have sponges, we have even little crabs that move around the algae that are attached on the bottom of on the ship hull. Another way would be through aquaculture. We have the trend of cultivating new species in new areas. So some species might be transferred through aquacultures. And the last but not least is through releases. There is a recent trend for people to have aquaria with very nice fish or other organisms, but at some point they get bored of them. And what do they, because they are emotionally attached to the animals living in the tank, they don't kill them, but they release them in their environment. We have lots of them.
Okay. What marine invasive species are found in Greece?
That's a very good question. Overall, we have more than 250 alien species. So that's a lot. Yeah. Exactly. From those, we estimate that about 20 are invasive alien species. So as we are very close to the Suez Canal, we get lots of invasive species. If you want me to mention a few, I would say the rabbit fishes, the cornet fish, the lionfish that you saw, the blue crab, just to name a few.
Okay.
What do you think is the most concerning invasive species?
That's a tough one. Well, I think that every single alien species and invasive species has got its own merit of concern. But if I had to pick one, then I would say it would be Lagocephalus scleratus, the silver-cheeked toadfish. It's a fish. It's poisonous. You cannot eat it, so it cannot be commercialized. You cannot eat it because its flesh is poisonous, and we don't have an antidote, so it might be fatal. And moreover, it causes lots of damages on fish nets, and so the fishers keep complaining in Greece, and especially in Crete Island. And finally, Lagocephalus preys on squids, octopuses, so it causes an environmental problem as well.
We think we saw the toadfish.
Really?
Yesterday.
Super. Super. Well, it's nice for you to see it, but not good for it to be there.
Yes. And also
Yeah.
we made a film of it.
Super. So you're a really good citizen scientist. You keep monitoring stuff and reporting that, and this is very important for my job.
Yeah. Why are the species able to survive here now when they couldn't before?
Well, I guess that you have heard about climate change, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's been going on is that in the Mediterranean, the waters are really warming up, and they're warming fast. And this phenomenon is more intense in the eastern part of the Mediterranean. So, and here we have the most of aliens and invasive alien species. And this is something that actually we cannot deal with because climate change is a global thing. So since the waters are getting warm, we are getting more alien species. That would be one reason. Another one would be that an alien species come here and it has no predators. Nobody knows how to eat it. So it stays here and it flourishes and grows babies, and then it might become invasive. So, but basically it's climate change. And of course it's the attitude of the people as well. I mean, we travel more, we sail a lot more, so we get more.
Yeah.
Is there anything that the general public can do to help stop the spread of invasive species?
Yep. First of all, it has got to become like you guys. We need citizen scientists. We need somebody to be out there because we cannot be 24/7 out in the sea exploring what's new, what it came, how it came here. So your job is really helping our job being done. And so we help us monitor. And one thing that the public could do is not release. So if you have an aquarium or a terrarium and you get bored of, or you need to travel and you don't have where to leave your pets, please do not release them in the environment. This is one thing that can be easily done. It costs nothing for you. If you don't, for example, I know that in Malta Aquarium, they are having a campaign saying to people, if you don't want it, bring it to us. So that's another thing that we can do. And this is what we have been trying to do through research projects. We are trying to reach out for you, inform you, and help you know what you can do for us. This is the project that you can see behind the aliens inside. And within this project, we produced these cards, if you can see them. You can find them on the webpage of the project in 6 different languages, in Greek, English, French, Italian, Turkish, and Arabic. And these are some of marine alien species of concern that we want citizen scientists, if they find them, to report them back to us. That would be a lot helpful.
Okay.
So.
And lastly, what made you want to study invasive species?
Well, that's a story that I've never told before. And well, about 10 years ago, I was going through really hard times and I was really depressed and I was really not feeling very well. And a very good colleague and friend of mine, Argyros Zenetos, she's retired now. She was a researcher here at HCMR. She was working with alien species. In order to make me feel better, she sent me through email a photo of Perchnon gibesi, the scaly lightfoot. It was a small crab. She was saying things like, please get better, things will go better and stuff like that. And she said in the end, to make you feel better, take this photo. And I think that that photo was a career changer and a life changer for me. That's how I decided to work on alien species, from a photo.
Okay. We're very happy that you did
learning invasive species.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Bye.